Hi guys, it's Dale with the insurance. Today we're going to talk about an article that speaks on a topic that people aren't comfortable really discussing, right? And that's essentially revolving around life insurance. The title of the article is Do life insurance benefits expire? I mean, good question. And obviously, the question's taboo because fundamentally people don't like to talk about life insurance because the fundamental purpose of it is to provide benefits for kind of a beneficiary or dependents after, unfortunately, the insured, perhaps someone you love or care about, has passed away, right? No one really wants to think about stuff like that. The short answer to kind of do life insurance benefits expire is yes and no, right? If you have a whole life insurance policy, then no, they don't expire. If you have a term life insurance policy, then yes, they do, right? They expire whenever that term is up, 10, 20, 30 years, whatever it may be. Now, both of those answers assume that the person, the insured, is still living and they're kind of up to date with their payments, right? Excuse me. Now, if they were not up to date with their payments and they just stopped paying, then the answer is a bit more nuanced, right? Now, first and foremost, your insurance carrier would work like heck to try to get in touch with the insured to see what's going on, right? Because perhaps the person passed away, in which case a benefit, the accurate amount would be paid out to you, assuming the policy was in place when the insured passed away. Now, if the insured has not passed away, they just kind of stopped paying, there are actually a couple ways that a carrier would would handle this. One way is they would leave the policy in place, right? And then once the insured passed, the benefit would be adjusted down to the cash value of that benefit, right? Assuming they stopped payment, obviously the cash value wouldn't completely or continue to accrue until that person died. It would only be a portion of that value, so it would match whenever the payments stopped. The other way is they could convert it into kind of an extended policy. And an extended policy is just taking the current insurance policy and converting it to a term life policy, right? And how they do that, they would take they would take the cash value of the policy at the time that the payments stopped and see what type of term life insurance that could afford, right? What type of benefit it could afford and what type of term. Depending on the cash value of that policy at the time the payment stopped, they would go ahead and purchase, call it $500,000 of coverage for 10 years, depending upon what that cash value was. And then obviously that would be in place. So, like most things, do life insurance benefits expire? Very nuanced answer, but if you're thinking about this, you're on the right track because it's a question that's very important, but not many people talk about it because it hinges on someone possibly passing away, right? Which isn't a good conversation. Thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you.